Tori and Zach Roloff of Little People, Big World provide an update after their 4-year-old daughter Lila's surgery. Greetings, viewers. Welcome back to my channel. For the most recent news updates, kindly subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. The couple from Little People, Big World had their 4-year-old daughter, Lila, undergo a tonsillectomy and adenoidectomy. Tori and Zach Roloff's kid exhibited commendable resilience after her recent surgery. In Thursday's episode of the Raising Heights podcast, the former stars of Little People, Big World provided an update on their 4-year-old daughter, Lila, following her tonsil and adenoid removal. Tori states, "We were both quite apprehensive about her response, and she has been exceptional. We have maintained a substantial dosage of the drug because there is a consensus that patients may appear stable and then unexpectedly deteriorate. Continue the medication. However, we have not awakened in the middle of the night to accomplish it." The duo is pleased to announce that following Lila's surgery, she no longer snores and has been experiencing improved sleep quality throughout the night. In May, the former reality television couple announced that their daughter would require surgery to enhance her sleep quality, subsequent to her diagnosis of a moderate form of sleep apnea during a sleep study. When Zach and Tori first announced the news, they expressed some apprehension regarding their daughter. Zach remarked that her emergence from anesthesia would be challenging. "She astonished us throughout her sleep study. They did not do any procedures during her sleep study." Zach, 34, and Tori, 33, are parents to Jackson, 7, and Josiah, 2. The pleased parents announced Lila's surgical news and disclosed that their youngest also participated in a sleep exam to assess for sleep apnea, demonstrating exceptional performance. Zach remarks on his sleep study, "Josiah performed excellently. I was quite anxious. He is our most challenging individual to put to bed. Josiah undoubtedly requires additional resources. I was apprehensive because he is exceedingly loud. I thought, he is going to tear these cords off." Tori, he thoroughly enjoyed it. The nurse was great. He observed his small Mickey Mouse, engaging in flirtation with the nurse and exchanging handshakes. Tori acknowledged her husband's participation in the sleep research with their children, as she believes the experience is too difficult to endure. "I find it difficult to witness the children in that state, so I am grateful that you manage it," she states. "It is distressing to witness your children in such a state. Despite their well-being, observing them connected to numerous monitors is something I doubt I could endure as you do." Similar to Zach, all 3 of their offspring possess achondroplasia dwarfism. The young family has encountered various health challenges, including Zach's brain surgery and Jackson's leg surgery, all of which were recorded during their participation in Little People, Big World. Tori and Zach declared their departure from the TLC reality series, which Zach has participated in since 2006. Zach and Tori Roloff discuss the potential of homeschooling their 3 children. Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff contemplate the prospect of homeschooling their 3 children. Tori and Zach Roloff are discussing the potential alteration of their children's educational framework. In the most recent episode of the Raising Heights podcast, aired on Thursday, the former stars of Little People, Big World contemplate the prospect of homeschooling their children, Jackson, 7, Lila, 4, and Josiah, 2. Tori responds to a fan's inquiry on the possibility of removing their children from the conventional educational system by stating, "Take each year as it comes. Every child is unique. Each year is distinct." Zach states, "I appreciate its impact on our children." Tori, 33, formerly taught kindergarten before becoming a full-time stay-at-home mother. When inquired about her potential return to the classroom, she expressed uncertainty. "Never declare impossibility," she remarks to the concept. "In the current environment, I would not return to public education at least. Currently, I believe I am experiencing the optimal balance, as I am a stay-at-home mother who volunteers and substitutes at my children's school, which is quite rewarding." She states, "I believe that once all of our children are in school, I will not remain at home." Tori elaborated that she loved the aspect of her profession involving interaction with children, although disapproved of the demanding testing regimen that commenced as early as kindergarten. The former reality television personality asserts that her experience teaching in the public education system has altered her expectations regarding her children's educational outcomes. It is challenging. It is challenging when one is perpetually subjected to testing, particularly at the age of 5, she states. I am referring to the overall rigor of education. As a mother, my aspiration for my children is for them to become virtuous individuals. I desire for kids to attend school, acquire social skills, and I prefer not to administer tests every other day, since that was rather challenging for me. Although Josiah and Lila are not yet of appropriate age for formal educational institutions, Zach and Tori revealed that Jackson is quite sociable at school. In April, Tori and Zach formally departed from Little People, Big World, following 25 seasons. Since that time, the couple has been occupied commemorating personal achievements with their offspring. Earlier this month, Zach and Tori commemorated Josiah's second birthday. For additional information regarding Tori and Zach's family, click below. Little People, Big World Jeremy and Audrey Roloff unveil their daughter following the birth of their fourth child in a dream delivery. The Roloff family's sphere has expanded slightly. On Monday, Jeremy and Audrey Roloff announced the arrival of their fourth child, presenting their daughter Mirabella May with several photographs on Instagram. She has arrived. Audrey, 32, announced, "Welcome to the world, Mirabella May Roloff." Weighing 8 pounds 12 ounces, born quietly at home on May 23 at 4:29 a.m. My ideal birth experience materialized, fulfilling numerous aspirations I had contemplated and hoped for in the months preceding. I eagerly anticipate sharing the narrative with you soon, the ecstatic mother stated. For the moment, we are cherishing all the embraces and acclimating to life with a newborn as a family of 6. These are the days. She disclosed the initial photographs of their family of 6, along with other images from the at-home water birth. Jeremy, 34, also announced the arrival of their daughter in his own post. "Kindly welcome Mirabella May Roloff to planet Earth," he inscribed in the caption. "Audrey gave birth in our bedroom, and it was a profound experience to be so intimate and near to the event. Audrey is a superheroine, while Mirabella possesses beauty." He expressed profound gratitude. Family of 6, let us proceed. The stars of Little People, Big World have a daughter, Amber Jean, aged 6, and 2 sons, Bo James, aged 4, and Radley Knight, aged 2. They announced their anticipation of baby number 4 in November through an endearing family film showcasing Audrey's baby belly. Confidential information has been disclosed. She announced that baby number 4 is forthcoming. "We are thrilled to expand our family and welcome another member to our group." Jeremy expressed gratitude in his message, stating, "Thank you everyone for the well wishes and prayers for baby number 4. We are exceedingly enthusiastic. It is somewhat overwhelming at present, although we are exceedingly enthusiastic." The pair married in October 2014 at his family's farm in Helvetia, Oregon, and the wedding was showcased in the season 8 finale of their TLC show. Jeremy is the second eldest offspring of Matt and Amy Roloff, both of whom have dwarfism, alongside their eldest son, Zachary Roloff. The family of 6, comprising daughter Molly, 30, and son Jacob, 27, has been featured in Little People, Big World for 25 seasons since its premiere in 2006. Star of Little People, Big World, Zach Roloff acknowledges relationship with father Zach Roloff. A star of Little People, Big World, candidly discusses the current status of his relationship with his father, Matt Roloff. Zach Roloff is openly disclosing the condition of his relationship with his father, Matt Roloff. In the most recent episode of Raising Heights, hosted by Zach and Tori Roloff, the Little People, Big World star addressed a fan inquiry regarding the nature of his relationship with Matt. "It is not favorable," Zach stated. "It is not as if it exists, I suppose." Filming concludes, one allows for personal distance, and then the show is broadcast 6 months later, which tends to resurrect past traumas. Zach and Tori stated that the most recent season of LPBW was recorded over a year prior, and revisiting it evoked memories that were inescapable. The discourse on social media was unhelpful. The dust has fallen, however, no resolutions have been achieved. Subsequently, revelations emerge on social media, leading to the realization that others share the same sentiments, he stated. It is disappointing, as I believed we were achieving some balance. However, some remain in denial, asserting that I have committed no wrongdoing. In my opinion, that constitutes narcissism. It is not favorable. Perhaps time will facilitate healing. Zach expressed that he does not believe he or his family had made sufficient efforts to address the relationship issues. Nonetheless, he asserts that he has exerted effort to maintain distance from toxic relationships. He articulated that there were instances in which he believed he could have performed better. Everyone experiences a toxic relationship at some point in their life. Ultimately, it feels as though I am reiterating myself excessively. I do not support this. I distance myself. However, the discourse on social media remains same. I will raise my children to the best of my ability. If the prevailing mindset remains unchanged, there is no reason to re-engage, he asserted. I must take a firm stance. Zach and Tori aim to dispel suspicions regarding their alleged decision to distance their 3 children, Jackson, 7, Laya, 4, and Josiah, 2, from family. Zach stated, "None of that is occurring." Zach has featured in the TLC series with his family, comprising parents Matt and Amy Roloff and his siblings, twin brother Jeremy, sister Molly, and younger brother Jacob since its inaugural season in 2006. Subsequent to the departure of his siblings from the sitcom, Zach and Tori persisted in their narrative on the show. Recent seasons have chronicled Zach's tumultuous relationship with Matt, following their inability to agree on the valuation of the Roloff family farm, which Zach sought to acquire. Zach and Tori ultimately relocated their family to Washington State. In February, Zach and Tori announced their departure from Little People, Big World. In April, the couple formally departed from the series following 25 seasons during the finale. The status of a new season of Little People, Big World remains uncertain. This week, ET interviewed Matt, who discussed his son's choice to exit the show. "I am pleased for them," he stated. "I believe that it is an exceedingly challenging and significant decision to withdraw, particularly considering they have 3 young children, which may not be suitable for everyone." Zach understands better than anyone the challenges of raising children under public scrutiny and constant criticism. "I am exceedingly proud of Zach for making the decision for his family." Zach Roloff, a star of Little People, Big World, was recently hospitalized just prior to his son Josiah Roloff's 2nd birthday. The reality star posted on her Instagram story that her hubby had been rushed to urgent care for relief from sickness. Tori Roloff, however, did not disclose the specific cause for Zach Roloff's hospitalization. The Instagram story indicated that both Zach and Tori Roloff were unwell just before their son's birthday on April 30th, 2024. The spouse of the reality star elaborated on her personal injuries and stated, "This life update was accompanied by a photograph showcasing the gifts their son received for his birthday, with a number 2 balloon and a truck-themed happy birthday sign." Tori Roloff acknowledged her friends who assisted in decorating the residence. In a recent Instagram post, the former TLC mother conveyed her remorse on her inability to properly celebrate her son's birthday. While the pair was still recuperating from their individual ailments, Roloff composed a heartfelt birthday message to her son, stating, "We love you immensely beyond today, and we will celebrate appropriately as soon as possible." Zach Roloff has had health challenges previously. Prior to departing from Little People, Big World after season 25, Zach and Tori Roloff married in 2015, and their nuptials were shown on the program. The couple then welcomed their children, Jackson, Laya, and Josiah Roloff, and documented numerous years of their family's life on the TLC reality series before parting ways. In February 2023, the show chronicled Zach Roloff's experience undergoing emergency brain surgery for a shunt correction. He was expedited to the hospital following the onset of intense migraines. Tori announced the news on her social media platforms, accompanied by images of her husband in a hospital bed with the remark, "It's been a frightening 72 hours, but he is improving and recuperating." In early 2024, during an episode of their podcast, Raising Heights, Tori Roloff disclosed that her husband nearly succumbed to complications from the procedure. She recounted what she termed the most terrifying moment of their lives, stating that she was bracing herself for the worst due to the prevailing uncertainty. She stated, "Zach was present, calling my name, and I thought, oh my gosh, he's dying, this is it." Currently, there is no information regarding Roloff's admission to the hospital for this issue or another. Our thoughts and prayers are with him, and we anticipate his swift return home. Remain attentive to Collider for further information.